And we're back. We're going to talk about the Rumble now, as we promised. A lot. Fucking the card itself is absolutely insane. We got one hell of a match, plus the 2 Royal Rumbles, plus another good match happening there in between. We're going to talk about, first of all, the United States Championship match between Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. Great promo between both of them, I gotta say. That was a good promo. That was a good, Logan Paul did pretty well, man. And Kevin Owens, the same thing. I think we're going to see a change of title here. I think the title has been long enough with Logan Paul. And it's time to give it to Kevin Owens, man. Kevin needs the title, no matter what. And prove me wrong.
I respectfully and disrespectfully disagree. I think Logan Paul, as we've said it before, Logan Paul is money. This is the wrestling business. He's already been advertised for Elimination Chamber here in Perth. They're not going to bring him here without the belt.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Never mind.
So
I hate those fucking promos and events. Fuck it, they call me.
Yeah. The problem is, like, the Western Australian government would have paid big money to have this event. It's the only PLE in the Asia Pacific region for this year, sorry.
Yeah.
So they want names. They want big names. And like it or not, Logan Paul's a big name. Not so much in wrestling, but in the world in general, and especially for the younger generation, the younger market. So he can't drop the strap. It'll be a good match. I've come around a bit in terms of Logan Paul. He's cutting good promos. He's athletic. He's good in the ring. But yeah, he's not going to lose the strap.
Fair enough. I forgot about Elimination Chamber. So
I agree. Yeah. He's coming to Australia with the belt.
I hate those fucking promos in advance, bro. I hate them. They kill you so much in the South. I forgot about that, man. Because it kills you because you can't unpredict. It's predictable.
It's too predictable,
It's too predictable. Like, why you can't just wait, man? Like, fucking hell. And plus, they can't even sell tickets in Perth. They're struggling so much to sell tickets.
But that WWE. Sorry, fuck, I'm mumbling. I'll come to the old age, man. WWE. I'm not saying they don't care that they're not selling tickets, but they do care. But they're guaranteed a fee. They're guaranteed
exactly.
Yeah, they guarantee.
The government, the WA government's paid for it. There's a reason why it's in Perth. There's a reason why they haven't sold a lot of tickets. And one of the main reason for that is because it's so fucking expensive to get over there from this side of Australia.
From anywhere in the world, bro. Fuck.
From anywhere, unless you live in Perth. And of course, all the people in Perth would say, well, every time there's a concert in Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane, it costs us a shitload of money to go over there. That's a matter for them.
It's your fault.
The WWE is getting money whether they sell tickets or not.
That's true.
What WWE tends to do for PLEs, and I learned this when I was over in the States, the ringside tickets, the premium tickets, they cost a shitload of money. But if they don't sell before the event, they are heavily reduced. So you can get cheaper tickets on the day of the event or the day before. So that's what's going to happen because they can't have an empty stadium. It's not going to be an empty stadium, but they can't have. So they just give stuff away. They heavily reduce it. So you still get a big crowd. And you know what? It's in Perth. It's going to be in Perth. They're not going to change it. It is what it is.
Oh yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they got the whole promo. We saw Grayson Waller here, LA Knight, Rhea Ripley, Dom Mysterio. Like they did pretty good fucking promos here. Shout out to Grayson Waller for standing up for wrestling fans and wrestlers here in Australia, man. They did great.
That was old school, man. That took me back to Dr. D. David Schultz at Madison Square Garden. I think it was that. There's that infamous.
Oh, Chris Jericho, man. Chris Jericho did the same in an interview as well, a long time ago.
Yeah, but David Schultz, and there's a dark side of the ring about it. His career, that ended his career. Even when they've been sent him out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I've seen that.
The WWF, as it was then, they got sued. And David Schultz lost his career for that, for hitting that reporter.
Like they took that guy away from Grayson Waller really quick. Even though Grayson Waller wasn't joking, the other guy was joking. Lucky everyone could read the room really fast because it's going to get hit up too fast. But, well, that would be the United States Championship. Do we jump to the Fatal 4-Way or you want to talk about the Royal Rumble first, the men's Royal Rumble?
No, let's
talk about the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God.
No.
Scissors, paper, rock.
There's a surprise. Renzo and I disagree.
Oh,
Yeah, Royal Rumble, man. I want to talk about surprise entrants. I've got a
All
shit
right, let's
ton
talk
of.
about the Rumble.
Let's
Let's
go
talk
to the
about the
Rumble.
Rumble.
Let's talk about the women's Royal Rumble first. We gotta talk about the women's Royal Rumble. Names we already got in there: Bailey, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Maxi Dupree. Those are the names we got in there. Rhea Ripley so far hasn't been named anywhere on the Royal Rumble. We don't
Oh, she
know
doesn't
what
have
is.
to be. You won't
Oh,
be
she
in
has.
it.
She hasn't need to be.
She won't be in it.
She could be.
You won't be in it. No, she's the
Um,
champion. Like,
she's the champion. Doesn't need to be. I know, but she hasn't been not even in a match in there. Like she hasn't even have a match in at the Royal Rumble at the moment, as far as we know. But could we see the return of fucking forgot his name? For her name too.
wait, before we go on,
Sorry. Yep.
Rhea Ripley hasn't been named in the women's Royal Rumble.
Nope.
She might appear in the men's one.
She could be.
She might appear in the men's one.
Anyway, I'll
appear.
just leave that there and I'll do a little knock and run. Move
It
on.
could be that, but Mercedes could make
Sasha
an.
Banks.
Sasha
Sasha
Banks.
Banks in the WWE.
Is Sasha
Fuck this
Banks back?
Mercedes money. She's Sasha Banks.
Is Sasha Banks
Yes.
in WWE? Is Sasha Banks going to be in the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Not at all.
Oof. We got a nay and no.
Not at all. Not at all.
Damn.
I think they will debut someone else in the Royal Rumble and bring someone else back, but not Mercedes Moné. She's very money hungry. I've heard on the grapevine that what WWE was offering was nowhere near what she wanted. So the talks just dropped dead. They were like, "Yep, we're walking," and they never looked back. I think Trinity's coming back for the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
For sure.
Naomi.
And-
Naomi.
Yeah. Naomi and Jade Cargill will make an appearance.
That'll be good. I think that
I
that
agree
perfect
with
moment.
both of those. I do think Sasha Banks is coming back. All those reports that I've read those reports online as well too. You know what? Wrestling news on the internet, it's not worth the paper it's written on. I know it's not written on paper, but it's not worth the monitor that it appears on. As if Sasha Banks.
You don't believe Sean Sapp from Fightful Select? What the hell?
Maybe if it came from Sportskeeda. No, look, there's no way Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné or however the fuck you want to call her comes out of a meeting, or any WWE representative comes out of a meeting and says, "Oh, she wanted too much money. Go to your little, go to your keyboard warriors and your internet dirt sheets." That's just made up shit. I think she'll be back. I think she'll be back because I'm pretty sure Naomi will be back. Trinity Fatu, because she just dropped the TNA belt.
Yep.
That's usually a good sign. If you're dropping the belt when she had no other reason to drop the belt, that's usually a sign that you're leaving that promotion. So I think that both will be back for the Rumble. I agree Jade Cargill will be back. I think Jade Cargill will have a deep run in the Rumble. She's not going to win it, but she'll have a deep run. And I also think Liv Morgan will be back for the Rumble.
Oof. Liv Morgan will be nice. Well, she's been seen everywhere, so she could be back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast Sonya Deville is with the injury as well. She could be back, but I don't know if she's 100% return. No,
I think she's still a long way.
She's got a long way to go. Yeah.
And one thing about Sasha Banks, I think even though if she was asking for too much money, for WWE to say no, dude, Tony Khan would be an idiot to pay the money for Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is not the name that she thinks she is. I think she thinks she's too big, and she's too hot, and she's not. Unfortunately, this way or the rest of this they could make. Charlotte fucking paid fucking gold if you want Charlotte anyway. Charlotte is a name to have, and we said it many times. Like Charlotte, if Charlotte would ever leave WWE, man, AEW, like Tony Khan should put his dad Yawitz from the NFL on loan to get Charlotte back in AEW.
She won't go. She won't go to AEW.
No, because we got someone else coming back in the Rumble now. There's no point of her leaving.
We're going to talk about that too.
We're going to talk about that too. But yeah, I think Sasha Banks is she thinks it's money, but she showed in Japan that she was not. And unfortunately, the smarter things to come back is just to come back to the WWE, man. I think she did a good
Look,
run.
I don't even think she's going to go to AEW, man. I think no one wants to touch her with a 10-foot pole because, like you said, she believes she's better than she actually is. And the only way to return would be, or only place to return would be WWE. But will it happen? I don't know, man. She's kind of burnt some bridges.
Spencer Bridges, but that was because Vince was there. She's not gonna be in bridges with Hunter. Hunter brought it up. He brought up Becky, Bailey, Charlotte. Such a Banks. They were the four horsemen, the four pillars when the women's revolution started. So she had a deep respect. She had a deep respect for Hunter. So if Hunter says jump, she will jump, man. It's so many wrestlers there.
If there's one thing we know about pro wrestling, is that
Never say never.
Never say never, and burning bridges. You never burn the whole bridge.
Nah.
The test is this: if Bret Hart came back to WWE,
if CM Punk came back to WWE, bro,
CM
like
Punk
that's
came back to WWE.
that's CM Punk.
There's no
If CM
such
Punk came
thing
back, everyone can come back.
burning bridges.
Bro, that's it. If CM Punk and Bret Hart came back to WWE, bro, anything is possible. That's it.
If Hulk Hogan came back to WWE, because Hulk Hogan appeared on a WWE video promo today on Raw.
Yes.
To celebrate the 40 years of Hulkamania, brother. And so, you never completely burn your bridge in this business.
Never. There's always something.
Money.
And talking about money,
who do we think who's gonna win the women's rumble then?
it's hard to tell. For me, at least.
Jade Cargill for me.
Oof.
Yeah.
Who's she gonna go against?
Rhea
Mommy?
Ripley, WrestleMania.
Nah, too soon. Slow cook. Too soon.
You're gonna kill her too fast,
soon.
man. I
Too soon.
think for me it will be Bailey, and she will go for Io Sky.
Oh.
I agree. I think it's Bailey. And let me tell you my booking.
All right.
I've got two. There's two things. I think Bailey will win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think it will lead. I think she will. It can happen. One of two things can happen. It will lead to a title challenge against Io Sky, and I think that happens because of either one way or another. The first way is my way, something I booked. The second way is something I've stolen off Sam Roberts, which I thought was a terrific booking. So I'll tell you my one first. I think that in the Rumble, she will eliminate members of Damage Control. I think she'll eliminate Asuka. I think she'll eliminate Sane. And I think she'll eliminate, Dakota's not back, but she'll eliminate those two. And they'll be like, what the fuck?
Well, it's been frictions already. We know they've been left. They've been left Bailey alone for a while, many times.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the scenario is the last three in the Rumble are Bailey, Asuka, and someone else. And Bailey and Asuka say, okay, let's team up against this person and throw this person out, and then we can settle it amongst ourselves. And then Bailey does the old double cross and throws Asuka out.
Yep.
That way, then she'll obviously she turned on Damage Control and she'll pick Io Sky. Or the Sam Roberts booking, which I love, is an Evolution style type booking. Remember when Batista chose Triple H and he gave the thumbs up, then thumbs down? So I think Bailey, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley will be in the ring, and everything's pointing towards Bailey choosing Rhea Ripley, and then she goes, I choose Io Sky.
Oh, I like that.
I like that better. I like to leave it unknown and get it that way, because that'll be much better. But hopefully, for that to happen, it will have to be she by accident. She eliminates people from Damage Control by accident. She doesn't have to be too obvious, because otherwise it'll be stupid to go for Rhea. Or she doesn't at all. Exactly. Yeah. Or she doesn't at all. Because if that's that way, and then she goes for Io Sky, it'll be like, what? But we know why. Yeah. But it's I like that. I like that better. In that sense. So it's like a hybrid between you and Sam Roberts.
Oh, and I think another surprise entrant will be Mickie James.
Oh yeah, Mickie James will come back for sure.
Also known as Mrs. Nick Aldis.
Yes. She will be
Yes.
back for sure. I think also Lita will be nice to see back. Lita to
Hey,
be
It's always nice
AJ
to see Lita.
always.
AJ Lee could.
Yes,
AJ
yes.
Lee, man,
Yes.
I think that will be the one to last to the end. If AJ Lee
Michelle
comes
McCool.
up, she'll be up to the end.
And the rumor is Michelle McCool and Undertaker will be backstage anyway. And Undertaker's doing his One Dead Man show in Clearwater, which is next to Tampa. So Michelle McCool, but AJ Lee, I think so too. Yeah, agree.
If AJ Lee, and she's been training out now. Let's clear the waters. The training videos she have done is because of heels. The series wasn't staying. Unfortunately, got canned after season 3. But I think they're
season
gonna,
3.
but they're gonna retake it. Apparently, I just saw a picture of CM Punk with the actor. I forgot his name right now. Kind of warming things up. Apparently, someone picked it up because he got left in a fucking great spot. How he finished the last season of it. And to not have it back is like what? So that's the videos of her training, so people don't get it mixed up. But I think it will be awesome to see AJ Lee back. And if she does, I think it will be one of the to last to the end. She won't win it, but she will have to last to the end.
Yeah, she won't win it. Yeah.
But at last. And now we go to the men's Royal Rumble. Here we go. Fucking lot of shit happening, man. Fucking hell. Because we don't know, I don't know if we don't know who's gonna win, but we could know who's going to win. We got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Chad Gable, Otis, Akira Tozawa. I love Akira Tozawa. It's stupid shit he does. Otis more than likely was going to be there. Kieran Cross and the Authors of Pain, more than likely they're going to come in. That's for sure. We got the New Day going inside. Imperium is going to go in. Gunther, we know is going to be in. We already said it. Now, surprise entrance. What do you guys think?
For me, The Rock, number one. Yeah, The Rock will. And I think that's where he will challenge potentially Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania. Hey,
Yeah.
could happen.
Could happen.
Andrade is definitely
Andrade el Idolo, yes.
gonna be there.
come back.
poor bloke. I feel sorry for him. He didn't really have a name for himself in WWE.
Also,
Got
he got
released or asked for his release. Then went to AEW, and no one really gave a shit about the guy. I think that his style of wrestling is
He was building up, but he got injured. There was carrying good momentum, and he got injured. And after that, he was fucked because his injury was in the shoulder. It was pretty big injury. I think
that he'll come back to WWE and he'll just be there. He'll just be just like the rest of the LWA, just there. He's not going to do a lot. Poor bloke. Ken Shamrock, I've heard rumors. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Mars mentioned him already. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he put in a video.
No way. No, he can't. He can barely walk, mate. I saw the video. He can barely walk. He's not coming to the Royal Rumble.
John Spears.
Sean Spears.
He already put
a
it.
tweet out about
#10.
Yeah, could
So
be.
definitely-
My surprise entrance, Gable Stevenson,
Okay. Yeah, they're really
X-Pac.
X-Pac, yeah.
And I say X-Pac because for two reasons. First of all, that leaked list that Renzo, you got your hands on a couple of months back, which I don't know how legit or not it is, but X-Pac. And my second reason is because Sam Roberts has a live show on the day before, and he's just advertised on his podcast today or yesterday that he's going to have a special guest that his live podcast that's a person that was around during the Attitude Era, and he's a multi-generational talent, and that's X-Pac. X-Pac falls into that category. So I think X-Pac will be there. I think Brock Lesnar's coming back for the Rumble.
Ooh. He's always there.
Yeah, and Sean Spears and Andrade El Idolo. They're my surprises.
Yeah, good surprise. And now the question is,
Hulk Hogan can't walk. He's not going to be in the Rumble. If The Rock comes in, he'll come in at number 30.
Yeah, for sure.
you have to be last one and just to give everyone out.
He has to be the last one because he'll just get too gassed, and he's got massive ring rust.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're my surprise. What about you, Rod? What do you say?
I agree with all the guys that you said, man. I also put Pete Dunne. Finally, Pete Dunne is back. Fuck Butcher. He's back, Pete Dunne, man. So happy to see him. What was it? On Friday. Fucking so happy to see Pete Dunne come back. Finally, he's himself. Part of also like what's it called? Part of LWO, but the Latino World Order and the other one with El Legado de Fatama, Legado World Order, they will be there for sure. As a surprise. Look, I don't think it's many surprises. I think we spoke about all the surprises it could be already. So you guys pretty much cover all of them. I think the number 30,
Nice.
you guys said the number 30, The Rock, will be a good way to be there.
I think Baron Corbin will be there too because he lives in Florida and he's in NXT, and I think there's going to be a few NXT people because it's so close to like where they film.
Oh yeah, you need to
NXT.
fill it up somehow. So we'll have some of those
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
coming in now. So that's definitely. Santino Marella will be nice to see there, just for the fuck of
Oh,
it.
always.
Even though he's the one, he's in TNA at the moment, or Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's in TNA.
He's in TNA at the
Okay, well,
moment.
then
He's-
that won't
he's
happen
in-
then.
Well, TNA is building up to have a relationship with WWE. There's big talks about that. We haven't talked about it because there's no
If
time
Santino
for it.
Marella comes, he will be eliminated straight away, like his most infamous Royal Rumble appearance.
But that's great. But he's back, man. It's
But
just
I
to
wasn't
see.
ready. I wasn't ready.
But it's just to see him back, man. That's all we want. That's it. We want to see him back. We don't want to see him just last long, man. Fucking there.
Yeah.
The one guy that I would love to see there is the real one, the OG. What's it called? We spoke about him a million times. I forgot his name right now. Got him back with names. I gotta fix him there. The realistic one, Renzo Amore.
John Cena.
Renzo Amore.
Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore. Man, I would love to him having there, man. If he comes back, it'll be
That's not
fucking
gonna
hilarious.
happen.
No, even if it's for sure, like just it'll be great to. I was saying I would love to see him there. To be there is really hard.
Yeah, I want long hair, but neither of those things are gonna happen.
True. That's
Ooh.
true. Now let's talk about winners, because this is we
Yes.
can have a big time. Who's gonna win this Royal Rumble, and who's he gonna go for?
I think I said mine. The Rock will
Yeah.
win, and he'll go for Roman Reigns.
I think CM Punk will win, although
Ooh.
it might be a little bit too obvious. And he will go for the other title, whoever has it.
Hmm. I don't know.
I think CM Punk and Cody Rhodes will be the last two left. I think Solo Sikoa is going to have a deep run, a very deep run in the Royal Rumble.
You
To
should,
a point
yeah.
where he might be the third one. And if I had to pick a dark horse to win it, I'd say him,
Hmm.
like a long shot.
I don't know.
Because there's already been signs that, but I'll talk about it more during the Fatal 4-Way. But there's already signs of discontent, which will be slow cooked. It's not ready to explode yet. But
Oh yeah.
I think CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble for me.
Look, I would say yes if Seth Rollins wasn't injured. I think that was our winner from a while ago. But what's happening with Seth Rollins, I think, just put a span in the works, and it completely changed everything the way it was going to happen. A clear winner for me at the moment, I don't have one. I'll be honest. Not have one. It could be The Rock if he comes in, because to challenge Roman Reigns. If it's anyone else, I don't know who they can challenge, because I don't see anyone else challenge Roman Reigns but The Rock, Cody Rhodes. Those are the only two that could. And if you're going for the other title, Seth Rollins title, Seth Rollins still has a title by WrestleMania. That's the other thing, and that's a
That's
problem.
the big if.
Mhm.
That's a big if. So, who you pick to win it? If you pick CM Punk, where do you leave the story with Cody Rhodes? It's kind of like hard. I'll say they will last both of them at the end, but I think it will be a wild card. If it's not The Rock, it will be someone that we didn't think he would win this Royal Rumble. It'll be something completely out of left field, and we'll be like, "What the fuck just happened?" But it will make sense in the long run for me. But I don't have a clear winner. That I'll be honest. And from that, let's run to this fucking great match, man. I can't wait to see this match. I think it's the way it's being built up. even it gives you the sense that Roman Reigns could lose the title the way it's being built up. It is
No.
the current champion. I didn't say it's gonna win it. Come on, let me fucking finish, man. Fire out. Let me finish, mate. The current champion Roman Reigns against Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight. And like Sam Roberts said, yes, Roman Reigns has to win, but he has to win the most heel way possible. Like he cannot win it in a clean way. He cannot clean it by pin. He has to win it the most heel way possible for this match to be great. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Renzo, because I've got a bit to say.
Man, yeah. I don't know. I think Roman Reigns will retain. There's no doubt for me. I think everyone's going to put in a good performance. It's going to be a great match. Fatal 4-Way always are great matches. It's like near falls, false finishes, all of that sort of stuff. Roman Reigns will retain.
Yep, agreed. As I said earlier in the podcast, I don't see Roman Reigns dropping the belt until at least SummerSlam because of Hulk Hogan's record. I think Roman Reigns will win. At the moment there's a big push for him to win clean, but he's a heel, so he shouldn't win clean. There's people fantasy booking him stacking up like the three others, like he did with Daniel Bryan, and I can't remember who the other two were.
If he does, he's gonna fuck Randy Orton, AJ Styles tonight.
Yeah, that's
Simple.
right. So, but I think he's gonna win with the help of Solo Sikoa. But if you go back to SmackDown last Friday, I don't know if you guys picked up on it or not.
Solo Sikoa stand up to Roman Reigns.
Solo Sikoa said, "I will fix everything," and he looked at Roman Reigns. Like that's signs of discontent. Like that's they're planting the seed for what's going to eventually be Solo and Roman, which is way further down the track. So I think we're going to see more signs of that discontent at the Royal Rumble. I think Solo's going to help him win, but there's going to be little examples, little like pinches of discontent, or one or two from Solo. But yeah, Roman Reigns to retain, heel victory. Yeah, I know he doesn't even have to get pinned to lose the title, but that's not going to happen. We're not going to get Randy Orton becoming champion by pinning AJ Styles or LA Knight, or rotate the names however you like. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, we know that unless by any odd chance Hulk Hogan doesn't want his record to be, destroyed somehow Hulk Hogan gets involved and fucks everything up. Who knows? That'll be funny. I'm just saying it will be funny. Relax, Marcin.
I'm not laughing.
I am. Look, Roman Reigns has to, like you said, Solo Sikoa stand up to Roman Reigns. This is not the first time, but this time Roman Reigns pushed back. He just taken back, looked down, and Solo Sikoa was up his nose, and Roman Reigns was didn't say anything. He stayed quiet.
But what I'm talking about happened before that. It happened in the locker room when he goes, "I said to fix things. They weren't fixed. That's why I'm here." And then Solo says, "I will fix everything." And I'm talking about
that moment. I'm talking about that moment when he walks out with Jimmy. When they walked out. When they walk out. That I'm talking about that moment. He stand up to Roman Reigns, I'll fix everything, and just said to Roman Reigns up his nose, and Roman Reigns got taken back and kind of shut up, which normally he would say, "What? Who you up?" You push. No, he was like, Solo Sikoa is in charge. And even Paul Heyman's face was like, "Whoa, shit." So, yeah, something's gonna happen. There's slow cooking that we still don't know what's happening with Jimmy Uso. If he's teaming up with Jay, what the fuck is happening there? We still don't know nothing about that part. We just only know that Roman Reigns let him back into the family, but we still don't know why. We still don't know why he did. We still don't know anything about that. So
it's clear he doesn't trust him. It's clear, with this separating of the Usos, Jimmy Uso has taken more of a clown role, if I can put it that way, than Jay has. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions, as we've alluded to in the past on this podcast, in relation to how he's back, why he's back, why the switch when he was the protagonist to go against Roman. There's a bunch of unanswered questions. That bloodline story just keeps giving and giving, and there's more to come.
Look, more than likely, like you said at one point, I think Jimmy will show his true colors. He will team up again with Jey Uso and help Solo Sikoa destroy Roman Reigns. And it'll be Solo Sikoa and the Usos will be then three, the actual family together running the show and being the head of the table instead of Roman Reigns and completely dethrone Roman Reigns, which I think is going that way. And it will be fucking great. But yeah, so this 4-4 way is going to be a great match. Unfortunately, anticlimactic the fact that we know Roman Reigns can lose unless something else is prepared. I don't know. Unless he ended up being I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. We only know is Roman Reigns can lose, and if he loses, it will be the biggest shock ever. I know it can happen,
He
but
can't lose. He can't lose because Roman Reigns versus The Rock needs Roman as the champion.
thing is, he doesn't go as the champion. That's not the point of it. That's not what The Rock
It's
wants.
yes, but he's the head of the table because he's the champion.
He's the head of the table because he's the head of the table. He's more worried about the
Because
head.
he's the champion.
But I think
Circular reasoning.
we're going back. We're going back to Jay and Roman Reigns. We're going back to that match when they put everything on the table. The travel match. Roman Reigns didn't give a fuck about putting the title on top of the table. He was more worried when he says no. This for the head of the table. That's when Roman got worried because he didn't want to lose to be the head of the table. Being champion, it's part of it. I understand, but The Rock he's not gonna go for the title. So what's the point of having the title there? We're talking about
the title lifts. It's you're headlining WrestleMania. If you're headlining WrestleMania, it better be for a strap.
Fair point.
Hang on a second. I want to look at something. So
Fair point. Fair point.
I'll do what I've done in the past. If Roman Reigns and The Rock is a match that does not involve the WWE Universal title, I will stop watching wrestling.
Ooh.
Let's go back to one match. The Rock versus Cena. The one and only match. What was that match for a title?
That's a flawed analogy because Cena wasn't breaking any records. Cena wasn't
Doesn't
like
matter.
Cena wasn't.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
not family. It's
Doesn't
not family.
matter. But that's the thing. We're talking about family here. We're talking about being the head of the table. We're talking about being the head chief of the Samoan family. Rock and Cena was a great match. You didn't have a title in between to have one of the greatest match ever between the two legends of the WWE. Same with Roman Reigns, and I keep saying it many times. Roman Reigns give a fuck about the title. He could lose the title, but he's still gonna be the head of the table. He's still gonna be the tribal chief. He's still there without the title.
No, he won't.
It still is because that's what's the point of this one? What's the point then of The Rock going to challenge for being the head of the table if he's not going to go for a strap?
Mark my words. The match between Roman and Rock will be for the strap, and Roman will win.
But that's the thing. The Rock is not going to go for the title. He's going for the head of the table. It's I don't know. It's the same.
But the title gives the match prestige.
The title hasn't been involved in anything, bro. That title means absolutely nothing right now. What are you talking about? That title has meant nothing.
No. See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong.
That title has meant nothing for a long time, man.
The WWE Universal title is the one that has the history. That's why that's the one that Cody wants. The one that Seth Rollins has at the moment, that was just brought in like last year. That has no history. That has no lineage. The Universal title has a lineage.
But it's a big difference.
All the way back.
I think it's a big difference between Cody.
That's why they compare it. That's why they compare it to Bruno Sammartino. That's why they compare it to Bob Backlund to a certain extent. That's why they compare it to Hulk Hogan, because that's got the lineage. That's the title.
Fair enough, but I think it's a big difference between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and The Rock and Roman Reigns. There's two completely different matches. One, you need the title for Cody Rhodes to go against Roman Reigns, 100%. There's no point on Roman Reigns not having the title for it. There's no point if the story is going to go that way. is a point of Roman Reigns having the title or not against going The Rock? No, because everyone wants to see Roman Reigns against The Rock. Everyone wants The Rock to dethrone. Everyone wants to dethrone him for the head of the table. That's the thing.
But
I don't know.
the head of the table means something to them, but to the wider audience, I submit they care more about the title than the head of the table.
You haven't seen the title in years. That title lost, like for me, that title, like Seth Rollins' title has way more meaning than what Roman Reigns' title has.
No way.
No.
He has lost the meaning for a long time.
No.
We said
No
it.
way. No.
I don't know.
I disagree completely.
I don't know. Roman Reigns is that title. I don't know. But anyways, what happened in that 4-way match? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great match.
It's gonna be a great match.
It's gonna be a great match. And Roman Reigns had to win as a heel. That's the bottom line. And if he doesn't, it'll be really strange because he will mess up the other three guys' his stories or characters, because there's no point in winning clean for a heel
No, you
person.
can't win clean. We can't win clean.
Can't win clean. That's a problem. And that's a Royal Rumble. Fucking hell, this weekend. Ooh, we've been talking for like an hour and a half, 2 hours almost, about all this. Great way to come back. But like always, anything else to add to this Royal Rumble? Anything else you guys wanted to add to?
No, I think we've
I'm
covered
good.
everything.
We've covered it, yeah. Definitely.
Fair enough. But Renzo, do you have anything for us? Do you have something from the WrestleVerse for this?
I do. This week's WrestleVerse is a crazy one. So this is from Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, I'm trying to find the year. 2017. I never thought this much happened. Apparently it happened. Kind of crazy that it happened. Since we're talking about Kazuchika Okada, I should say. So I've got this match. It's a tag team match. It's the Briscoes, Kazuchika Okada versus. Sorry, let me start again.
How do you say it?
Kazuchika.
Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. Yes, that's what I should say. Okay, so it's the
Yes.
Briscoes. The Briscoes versus the Rainmaker Okada and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh.
So it happened in Ring of Honor. The Briscoes versus Shinsuke Nakamura and the Rainmaker Okada. Absolutely crazy match. You guys know the Briscoes don't hold back. Okada and Nakamura don't hold back. They just beat the living shit out of each other for 20 minutes. It is insane. So if you have the opportunity, watch this match. The Briscoes at their peak. Okada and Nakamura, really young. Great match.
Just whack that link on all the socials.
Already
Yeah,
on the
absolutely.
already on the rest of WrestleVerse on our playlist. So everyone follow that. You want to see it? It's already on the playlist. As you listen to it now, you will know it's already there. Fucking hell. Talking about a match and a half. There you go. I'll put it in the WhatsApp group if you guys want to watch it. Goddamn,
Yeah,
good.
thanks, man.
Good mix, man. Far out, throwback, 20 minutes. That's a big, long fucking Ring of Honor match.
It's a long match.
A long match. Wow.
But entertaining as hell.
Entertaining as hell.
Oh, mate, you wouldn't expect any less with those four.
You can't.
No, not at all.
Far out. Well done, man. Far. What a match. What are you going to say? No much you can say. And with this, we're getting to the end of Lucha HSP, first episode back from 2024. This is an episode, will be episode 100 and something. I can't remember now. I think it's episode something. First episode of this year, episode 1. Anything you guys wanted to add before we go?
Nah, I'm good, man. I think we've said enough.
We have said enough. Absolutely. It's good to be back for with our opinions and our discussions about wrestling. So yeah, great to be back with you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you to be back. Great to the audience. Thank you for guys listening last year. Hopefully keep listening to us this year. And no one better to give us the outro. The voice of violence, Marcel. Take it away.
That's right. Back for more in 24 Lucha House Show podcast. We'll be back next week to talk all things Rumble. We'll go through our predictions. We'll go through who we thought was a surprise entrant, and that'll show how much we know or how much we don't know about this beautiful sport that we call professional wrestling. So to my colleagues here at Ringside and to all our listeners, I say happy viewing and viva la lucha libre.